Welcome back everybody to another LEGO Star Wars video. In today's video, I will be going over my LEGO Star Wars Pasaana MOC. This is the First Order Assault on Pasaana, as I'm officially calling it. This is a 1 6-foot table long MOC. It is pretty much 2 gray base plates by 5 gray base plates. That's pretty much equivalent to what it is, size-wise, if you guys want a comparison. And yeah, so pretty much a little backstory to this MOC. This MOC is taking place before the sequel trilogy. This is not, part of episode 7, 8, 9, or in between any of them. This is completely, maybe a couple months, maybe a couple weeks before The Force Awakens, before Rey, before Luke, and stuff like that. Or I guess before, this is while Luke was in hiding. Of course, after Kylo turn, since he is leading the assault right there. This is not 100% canon either. So again, this is my own creation. That's what a MOC stands for. This is pretty much just fully custom. Just kind of, I wanted to make a MOC and kind of put a lot of stuff together. I try to make it accurate for what it is, but the actual canon part of it might not be, accurate, of course. But yeah, so pretty much this took me about a week to build, and I know you guys are pretty curious as to how it only took a week to build. Pretty much if you guys are a long-time LifeBrickS fan, you guys will recognize this kind of main scenery right here. These two water things will probably give it away. This was pretty much the template from my old Scarif MOC that I made back in 2017. Uploaded the first video back in January of 2017, so it's been about 3 years I've had this built, and pretty much after I displayed it at Brickworld that year is when I just kind of kept the entire base of it together. Same with Umbara. They're both up in crates, or I guess now this one's down here, but yeah, so that's pretty much how it took so less time. But pretty much the only things that are same are just the water things. Other than that, everything else is changed up. But yeah, so pretty much this is Resistance versus First Order, so let's kind of get into it. Pretty much this is just basically Kylo Ren, they had some valuable information here, or maybe they knew these two Jedi were hanging out here. Kylo Ren knew that they were stationed out here, so Kylo Ren pretty much just put a whole First Order assault on the planet to take out the two Jedi, since again, there's a Jedi right there, and one right there. So, yeah, pretty much starting up over here, we do have the First Order transporters. We have 3 of them. Big shout out to Brick Picture Productions for supplying those 3 First Order transporters. And we pretty much just have tons of First Order stormtroopers, plowing out of them. We have about, 7 or 8 coming out of each one. Flame troopers, regular stormtroopers. We have a commander stormtrooper right there, kind of just telling, those troops to kind of hurry up and let's get out of there. And then we have a flame trooper kind of leading that squad. And then we have a kind of admiral, First Order admiral guy, leading that squad right there. There's the 3 First Order transporters, and pretty much Kylo Ren got out over there because say his command shuttle, is back here. Maybe he landed it back here, and he was kind of the first people just to run out before these even landed. That's why there's Kylo Ren and a couple troopers already up here. So there's those First Order transporters. We have a little part of a river right here. We have the hover tank, First Order hover tank. This is a credit to Brick Bros UK on YouTube. This is a complete alternate build for the First Order Snowspeeder. We have a couple trees over here. We have some heavy stormtroopers and some flame troopers kind of just over here discussing what's going on, running into the battle across the river. We do have back here General Hux and another admiral talking on a hologram, maybe to Snoke or something like that. Then we have a First Order trooper kind of just watching over them to make sure, no one's sneaking up on them. Nothing really going on back here. Just kind of the engines, as you guys can see. Not really much detail. Here's a little overhead shot right there. So, yeah, then let's move up over here. I guess I'll move on back here. This is pretty much a little Pasaana building right here. And these flame troopers are pretty much, these were part of the first transports that kind of let Kylo off. That's why they're already up here. And they are starting to already burn down this building right here. So, as you guys can see, fire and stuff blowing up over there. We do have some more First Order stormtroopers kind of just running through this building, with some Resistance troopers kind of trying to hold it off. They were in the building station there. They're trying to hold it off, really. And I guess I'll go around and kind of show you in here. There's that. And then I am using these guys as Pasaana kind of just civilians. I know they kind of look like royal guards, but For what LEGO has to offer, this is pretty much the most accurate you can get to them, as what we saw in the Rise of Skywalker. So we have a first order stormtrooper killing one of those Pasaana people. There's another look at those flame troopers right there. Running through here, resistance troopers pretty much getting destroyed. Another look right there with some of these, all these little canopies and stuff like that. Up, kind of how the Pasaana people live their life. Then going back around over here, we have another kind of bigger tent in the middle, or, canopy. Moving down here, we have these flame troopers trying to, again, burn down pretty much everything they can. That's pretty much what they are meant for. So we have a little fire patch there. He's trying to shoot up and try to burn down these canopies. Back in the Imperial era, say the stormtroopers try to have a hold on the Pasaana people, but after the Empire fell, they put a couple of their helmets up here to kind of just symbolize that the Empire is no more on Pasaana, but now the First Order is assaulting them, of course. We have a custom Jedi right here, just kind of a regular plain Jedi. See if we can get another look at him down there. Having a blue lightsaber, kind of just deflecting off bullets. These are both kind of Padawans, of course, in the Jedi Academy that Luke had. That still survived when Kylo burnt down the temple. We have more Resistance troopers hiding out in this little area, this little camp out. We have a couple more Pasaana people. They're both kind of running away since they don't really know how to fight or anything, so they're both trying to run away. This guy's trying to tell them, like, hey, it's going to be all right, so don't run away, but they still are. Then down here, we have a little pathway. More flame troopers, if you guys can see, trying to, again, burn down everything they can here. That's kind of what they were used for. The Resistance definitely is outnumbered in this fight. There's that. Another flame trooper there. Then moving up to the main kind of part of this, we have Kylo Ren running up with a couple of First Order stormtroopers. This Resistance guy is kind of mowing them down, though, the actual stormtroopers, but Kylo Ren, of course, is going to be able to survive, probably take out these guys. We have the other Padawan Jedi coming in here trying to, save the day, but he's probably going to die, of course. Kylo Ren is much more powerful. And then once those stormtroopers die, of course, he's got, 20 or 30 more, if not, 50 more running up to his aid. And there we go. He's kind of force pushing this Resistance trooper back, if you guys can see. Like that. We have a couple more. We do have, this was a Resistance, owned, or, held planet. So there was a couple other transports on the planet, and once they heard about this assault, they hurried up and sent at least one transport over here. They might have a couple more coming on the way. But of course, there's only a couple, piddly Resistance soldiers coming out of there with a little commander guy in there. And we have, I believe, a couple more in here, right? Yeah, we have like 2 or 3 more guys in there, but of course they're not going to really be able to help out that much. Kylo Ren's right there. So then we got, I guess we'll get down to kind of eye level. Very nice shot, if you guys can see. Then over here we have the last little area, another little Pasaana person, a couple more Resistance soldiers kind of talking, telling them it's going to be all right. And then we have those 3 guys running into battle to help aid, but again, I don't really think they're going to be much help with Kylo Ren right there. So then that is a Resistance transport right there. Pretty self-explanatory. Nothing much back here, kind of just more detail. I really do like how this turned out. I think this really has a cool aesthetic to it. Definitely something that, I haven't done yet. I really like how it's kind of more of a dead, barren desert planet. Really no greenery at all. It's all just kind of like the tans, the dead colored trees, the weird colored trees, the olive greens, the sand, or the sand green, stuff like that. There is still water, though, at least on this planet, so at least they have that. But, yeah, that's pretty much all for this mock, guys. Pretty much the whole story behind it. Something custom I wanted to make for the Rise of Skywalker coming out this weekend, which I already saw it as the time of filming this. But I wanted to get a quick little mock out here. Really kind of use the First Order since I am inspired to kind of use them, for the saga ending. And, yeah, I guess one thing, this is going to be a slight spoiler, so maybe skip ahead like 20 seconds if you guys don't want to hear it. But I wanted to get some of those Sith troopers to have, Kylo fighting with. But, I mean, spoiler alert, in the movie, they never fought next to each other, so they were pretty much on opposite sides. So there's pretty much that. So I'm kind of, okay with not having those Sith troopers right there. But at least I got the First Order transporters in. Again, big shout out to Brick Picture Productions. I'll definitely leave his information down below. And, yeah, luckily that Bricklink order came in too, guys. It came in literally like 20 minutes before this video. Very happy it came in. It has some of these tent pieces and a couple more kind of detail pieces for the entire mock. So, yeah, I guess I'll give you guys a quick little overhead shot. There is going to be a slideshow for this mock coming out at the end of the year. I think it's scheduled for the 29th So definitely stay tuned for that if you guys want some more detail, pictures. If not, definitely go check out my Instagram. There's pictures of this MOC on there, of course. I upload at least once, every day on there of some sort, not just all this MOC, but definitely go check that out, as well as my Reddit. There's always gonna be a link down below for that. I post a ton of stuff on my Reddit. And leave your comments down below who you guys are thinking are gonna win. Comment down below your favorite part of this MOC, and stay tuned for the Onderon MOC coming out in the next week. So there's that MOC coming out. And then let's just say, guys, if this gives you any hint, there is an Umbara 2.0 coming out. So you guys who stayed about 10 minutes in the video, there's an Umbara 2.0 coming out earlier on next year to kind of coincide with the Clone Wars releasing. So, I'll thank you guys all for watching. It's been another L1F3BrickS Studios MOC. Very cool to get back into it. I really enjoyed building this, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the final product like I did. So, thank you guys all for watching. Please remember to comment and subscribe. Have a Merry Christmas, and see you guys on the next one. Bye. 5% off on your next LEGO purchase. Be sure to use code LIFEBRICK. That's capital L-I-F-E BRICK at republicbricks.com for 5% off your next order. It'll pretty much pay for your shipping or get you a couple dollars off. They sell old LEGO minifigures, sets, mystery boxes, and more. I've got a couple of videos on my channel showing the products, so be sure to use code LIFEBRICK on your next order for 5%.